Tonight's Preserving History report takes us to Claremore's Belvidere Mansion. Now beautifully restored, the 1907 vintage home was nearly lost to the wrecking ball. OETA's Kathy Tatum shows us how it was saved and why it now welcomes so many visitors.
Claremore's Belvidere Mansion sits majestically on the corner of 4th and Chickasaw. The three-story brick Victorian sports a red tile roof and towers on each corner. Round ones in the front, rectangular in the back, and lots of intricate mosaic work, starting with the front porch. And continuing throughout the ground floor.
The floor, as you see it, is all original. The tiles are imported from Italy. They are all Italian porcelain tiles, laid piece by piece, not in sheets as they are today, but one by Italian craftsmen that were also brought over to do all the laying of the tile. The marble wainscoting that you see is all original. The pressed tin on the walls as well as the ceiling is all original. And the woodwork that you see here as well as the open fretwork was all brought from after the 1904 St. Louis World's Fair. Mr. Bayless had a boxcar load of materials brought from those buildings that were torn down and were used in the building of this new home.
Business tycoon John Bayless brought his family from Missouri to Claremore in 1901. The next year, he began construction on his castle-like home. However, he never got to live here after its completion in 1907, according to Kathy Wilkins. She runs the mansion.
He died of appendicitis before the home was completed. So his wife and their family lived here till about 1920. Then this house, with its proximity to the railroads, became a railroad boarding home. And in the 30s, the Bell family bought the home, and it was turned into apartments.
The Belvidere's walls are 3 bricks thick to keep out the heat and cold. And its original heat source may surprise you.
The fireplace is original to the home. There are 4 of them on the main floor, and they were the only source of heat originally in the home. The rooms were built with the pocket doors to close to keep the heat in the rooms when they were downstairs. When it was time for bed, the pocket doors and the transoms above the other doors would be open, which would allow the heat to rise through the open gallery feature in the main hallway.
By the late 80s, the mansion's only occupants were rats and pigeons. The reason this mansion was preserved was because of this lady. Her name is Wanda Moore. About 1990, the city of Claremore wanted to tear this place down. She said, "Over my dead body." Moore helped organize a volunteer effort to restore the mansion and turn it into a home for the Rogers County Historical and Genealogical Societies. It's now outfitted with donated antiques. The only original furnishings are a few chairs and a dress once owned by Mrs. Bayless. Because the Historical Society gets no city, state, or federal funding, it opened the mansion for tours and transformed the first-floor parlors into a tea room and gift shop.
We're now coming up to the 3rd floor of the Belvidere, which houses the ballroom of the home.
Oh, it's huge. How big?
Approximately 3,000 square feet.
You could have a party and a half here.
We have lots of weddings and receptions up here. Anniversary parties, proms for smaller schools have been held up here also.
The center of the ballroom ceiling holds one of the mansion's most unique features, a giant skylight. Light from it shines throughout the mansion because it sits over a well that runs right down to the 1st floor. I've got to ask, are there any ghosts here?
There are some that believe that they have seen ghosts here. I've been here 14 years and never seen one yet, but whatever spirits are here, they're definitely friendly spirits.
Wilkins says that's because no one's ever been scared away from the Belvidere since it was restored and open to the public. In Claremore, I'm Kathy Tatum, the Oklahoma News Report.